When Ethan told me he needed space, I thought it was just another one of our small fights. He'd been distant lately, always glued to his phone, always working late. I never imagined the truth was far worse. One evening, as I was getting ready to pick up our 6-year-old son, Liam, from his music class, Ethan walked in, suitcase in hand, expression unreadable. "Where are you going?" I asked, half laughing, thinking he was joking. He didn't flinch. "Barcelona," he said flatly. "With someone." The word hit like a bullet. I couldn't breathe. "Someone," I repeated, my voice breaking. He sighed. "I met her during a business trip. I can't do this anymore, Emily. I'm tired of pretending. Pretending. Pretending to love me? To be a father? To keep a promise?" My knees gave out, and I sat down on the couch, staring at the man I'd shared a decade of my life with, the man who was now packing up his heart and walking away like it meant nothing. He left that night. No apology. No goodbye to Liam. Just the echo of the door closing behind him. For the next few weeks, I moved through life like a ghost. I went to work, picked up Liam, and came home to an empty bed that still smelled like him. My parents offered to help, but I refused. I wanted to stand on my own feet, for my son, and for my sanity. Then one day, while scrolling social media, I saw it. Ethan and his mistress, a woman named Clara, posing in front of the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. She'd captioned it, "Finally found real happiness." He was smiling, arm around her waist, the same smile he once gave me. I cried that night, quietly, so Liam wouldn't hear. But something inside me shifted. If he had moved on so easily, maybe I needed to stop living in the ruins he left behind. I started rebuilding. I picked up more shifts at the architecture firm, worked late, and began sketching again, something I hadn't done in years. Liam became my reason to wake up every morning. His little drawings on the fridge reminded me that love didn't disappear just because one person gave up. Months passed. Then years. Ethan occasionally called to send money or check in, but it was always brief, mechanical, guilt-driven. Liam didn't ask about him much. I think he sensed that his father was gone, not just physically, but emotionally. 3 years later, everything changed. It was a rainy Tuesday morning when my office phone rang. The receptionist said, "There's a man here asking for you." I stepped out, and there he was. Ethan. Standing in the lobby, drenched, thinner, older, his eyes hollow. I froze. "What are you doing here?" I asked. He looked down, hands trembling. "Clara left. She took everything. The apartment, the money, even the car. I came back because I didn't know where else to go." I felt a wave of emotions, anger, pity, disbelief. 3 years ago, he'd walked out without hesitation. Now he was back, broken, expecting what? Forgiveness. I stayed calm. "You shouldn't have come here, Ethan. You made your choice." He swallowed hard. "I know. But I need to see Liam. Please." Against my better judgment, I agreed. When Liam came home from school, he stared at Ethan, confused. "Dad," he whispered. Ethan dropped to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry." Liam hugged him hesitantly, and for a moment, I saw the man I once loved. But that moment didn't erase the years of silence, or the nights Liam asked why his dad never called on his birthday. Over the next few weeks, Ethan tried to rebuild a connection. He helped with school drop-offs, repaired the fence, cooked dinner once. It was awkward, fragile. I didn't trust him, but I couldn't deny the change in him. The arrogance was gone, replaced by remorse. Then one evening, as we sat on the porch watching Liam play, Ethan said quietly, "I was wrong, Emily. About everything. I thought I was chasing happiness, but I was just running from myself." I didn't respond. I'd said my goodbyes years ago. But part of me, the part that had once loved him deeply, ached for what we lost. 2 months later, I found a letter on the kitchen table. Ethan had written, "You don't owe me forgiveness, and I don't deserve it. I'm leaving again, but not to escape, to start over properly. Tell Liam his dad finally grew up." There was also a check. Not a small one. He'd sold what little he had left and sent the money to support Liam's future. We never heard from him again. But every now and then on Liam's birthday, a card arrives in the mail, unsigned, just with a simple message, "Proud of you, son." I used to think his betrayal destroyed me. But now I know it shaped me. It taught me that sometimes the people who walk away aren't meant to stay. They're meant to make space for who we're supposed to become. And when I stand by the window at night, looking at the lights across the city, I realize Ethan didn't just leave. He set me free.